How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. Today we have a story of a crazy Karen who thinks that laws do not apply to her, that she's literally a god, that she can do whatever she wants, and thankfully, right, karma comes and gets the Karen, and you just love to see it. I know you'll enjoy this story, so sit back, relax, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's call the subscriber who submitted this story Aaron. Real quick, I want to let you know, if you want to submit the stories for this week alone, you can only submit them to my Twitter account. It's on screen right now, and after this week, you can submit them to either my Twitter or Instagram. I'm just trying to get to 1,000 followers as fast as I can, so go follow my Twitter, and anyways, let's get right into the story. So Aaron works at an amusement park over the summer. It's close to Six Flags. It's not exactly Six Flags, though. It's like a smaller amusement park, and it's like family run or something. So it's not a big chain name, but if you have to think of it, think of Six Flags if you've been to that before. So there's a bunch of rides, there's like food, there's like attractions, there's a bunch of random stuff, and Aaron happens to be working at one of the ride booths, right? So Aaron doesn't even work in tickets. Aaron doesn't even work in like anything really money related. This will be important later on. So Aaron is like managing like one of the rides, and it's right next to another ride which happens to be closed for maintenance, repairs, stuff like that. This happens sometimes that like some of the rides will be down just because they need maintenance, and unfortunately there's not much you can do. However, the Karen went there with her son and her like husband or whatever, and Aaron watched and just happened to see a family walk over and just kind of noticed that the ride was closed, and they looked disappointed. And Aaron felt bad about that because you don't want a little kid disappointed, you want a little kid happy. However, right, the little kid and the dad went away somewhere else, and that's when the Karen started approaching Aaron. She had like the Karen haircut, aviator sunglasses, the blouse on, the big like obnoxious flip-flops going flop, 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 and she walks over with her hands on her hips. And Aaron didn't know that this was a Karen exactly. However, the truth is she pretty much did know that this was a Karen just by the way that the Karen kind of held herself, just by the way that the Karen was approaching her. Just kind of like, sometimes you can just tell by like the vibe of someone exactly like who they're going to be. And Aaron knew right away that this indeed was going to be a Karen. So Aaron was like, hey ma'am, like, how can I help you? Like, what's wrong? And the Karen is like, our favorite ride. We come to this amusement park every summer, and we come for one ride alone. And she points at that ride. And Aaron is like, ma'am, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I really am. Because, like, Aaron did genuinely feel bad. She saw a little kid get turned away, and she felt bad about that. So she's like, yeah, I am genuinely sorry about that. That sucks, ma'am. Like, there's a lot of other rides here, right? There's a lot of other rides. I can get you like a priority pass. I can give it out to a few people every single day. Similar to Disneyland, how there's like employees can give like 1 or 2 priority passes to people randomly if they think it's a good idea. And so Aaron's like, yeah, if you want a priority pass in a line or something, I can do that for you since I really do feel bad. Normally, like, I would have thought that the Karen would have been thankful for this because Aaron, instead of just saying, sucks to be you, bro, and say like, go to a different ride or something, the Aaron is, or the employee, Aaron, is, offering to give her a little bit of a pass, but the Karen was not hearing it. She was like, I want you're an employee here. I want you to man this ride, open it up, and let us go on. And dude, like, the ride was legitimately under construction. Like, it wouldn't function even if Aaron wanted to. So Aaron tried to explain to the Karen, hey ma'am, I'm sorry to break it to you, but like, even if I wanted to, I physically could not do it. Like, it is shut down. The ride is under construction. I don't know how else to explain it, but I just literally can't right now. Like, I can't help you out. Trust me, I wish I could. I feel bad. Like, I don't know what else to say. And the Karen is like, no, no, no. No, no, no. I don't think you understand. Aaron's like, I don't understand what? And she's like, so this is my vacation with my hubby, my husband, and my little boy, my son. We are going to get exactly what we want, and we're going to get it now. And Aaron was starting to like be a little less favorable to, the Karen, starting to realize that Karen's actually not as good of a person as she first thought. She was really holding out, trying to give like the Karen a boost on another ride, maybe a coupon or something, just to make the kid feel better. She doesn't really care if, like, you know, a grown woman isn't able to be on the fun roller coaster ride she wanted to, but she felt bad for the kid. But at this point, it was getting annoying. And Aaron's like, ma'am, I don't know how you don't understand what I'm trying to say, but I'll say it again and maybe more clearly. No one at this amusement park, including myself, can turn on that ride that you want to go to. It is under construction. It is physically impossible for me not to do this. And the Karen goes up to Aaron and says, I know you're just being lazy. I know that if you really wanted to, if you really dug deep down, that you could get that ride going for me and my little boy, but you're just too lazy and selfish. And the Karen storms off. And Aaron at this point is like, wow, like that woman was rude. She wasn't just rude, but she was dense, bro. She was thick in the skull because it's very clear that the thing's under construction. I mean, it was like, there's like a crane. It was torn to pieces. It wasn't like flattened, right? It still had the structure of the old ride. But come on now, like that's pretty goofy. You can't lie to me on that. You just simply can't lie to me on that. So Aaron was pretty convinced that, you know, that would be the end of like her saga with the Karen and that the Karen would not arrive again. But she was a little worried. The thing is also, Aaron would change shifts. She would be like, okay, from 8 a.m. to 12, you're working this ride. From, 12:15 to 2, you're working the food stand or whatever. She would have like different shifts that her manager would tell her what to do. So at 11, Aaron was instructed to go work at the burger place. They had kind of like a burger fast food place at this amusement park, or call it a roller coaster ride, whatever, right? And so she went behind. So she was the cash register here. She wasn't making the food. She was behind the cash register. And about an hour into her shift, she sees the same family walking in. So it's the Karen, the husband, and the kid. So the three of them walk up. And, Aaron and the Karen lock eyes. They make eye contact. And the Karen literally she squints. She squints like maliciously. Like she is angry, she's upset, and she wants you to know. But yeah, so sure enough, right, Aaron's like, oh God, like here's the woman again. She's definitely going to do some nonsense, right? Like 100%, bro. Like, okay. So Aaron puts on a smile, as you have to do when you work these things. She's like, hello, ma'am. Welcome to, I don't know, Burger and Stuff wasn't the actual name, but welcome to Burger and Stuff. What can I get you guys? And, the husband actually, stands up and says, hey, how's it going? I'd like 3 burgers. Can you have one of them without lettuce, pickle, or tomato? That's probably the one for the kid. And also 3 sides of fries and 3 shakes, 2 chocolate, 1 vanilla. And Aaron is like, okay, I got you with that. So she puts in the order, and the other 2 leave. So the father and the son go to get a table as the Karen instructs them to do so. And the Karen walks up, and she's like, so. And Aaron is just bracing herself. She's like, oh God, like what is the Karen gonna do now? Like the Karen's definitely going to do something stupid. Like definitely she's gonna do something annoying. But what exactly is the annoying and stupid thing she's gonna do? Like I really don't know. And sure enough, the Karen's like, so. You know how earlier you denied giving us that access to the ride we really wanted? Aaron's like, just to set the record straight, I didn't deny you access. I denied everyone access because I can't do anything about it. The ride is closed. And the Karen's like, okay, whatever the little details that you want to make up are. What's important is that I'm giving you an opportunity. Since I'm so generous, I'm giving you an opportunity to basically right your wrong. Because currently there's a wrong in the universe, and it's coming from you. And I'm a believer in karma, and it's going to bite you in the butt twice as hard if you don't fix it right now. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to fix the wrong that you put out into the universe. And Aaron's like, okay. And she's like, so. If you want to maybe, I don't know, give us this meal for free, I will forget all about your evil doings. And, Aaron's like, ma'am, already placed in the order, right? The system knows that you guys ordered that. The system is not going to let me, it's going to ask for a card. And if I don't get, it knows that, the order went out. If I didn't, like, get a payment for it, that's on me. I'm not allowed to do that. Look, I still feel bad that your son isn't able to do what he wants. Like, I don't really care about you, if I'm being honest. And the Karen was like, oh my God. Oh my, you, and she's like, ma'am, but I do feel bad for your son. Maybe I can get him extra whipped cream, maybe in a cherry that we don't normally put unless you have the special sundae. I'll put that on his milkshake. Look, but I can't give you the meal for free. And the Karen takes her fist and goes, bump, 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 starts slamming it on the desk. And Aaron's like, ma'am, like, please, like, calm down. And she's like, you calm down. I gave you a fantastic opportunity to right the wrong, to right the clear wrong that you have. You won't even, oh my God, I might faint. I might faint. I feel, oh my God. Oh my God. And that's when the husband rushes over and he's like, honey, is everything okay? And the Karen's like, this evil woman, she's a witch. She's evil. And the husband is like, shame on you, ma'am. Shame on you. And Aaron's like, dude, what did I do? And he's like, I actually don't know. Because like, he just rushed over. So Aaron explains, look, I'm sorry you guys weren't able to go on the ride that you wanted. If I could do anything about it, I would. I feel bad for your son. Your wife demanded I do something, and I didn't do anything. She came over here and said that, you know, she wanted the meal for free because she wasn't able to go on the ride she wanted. And I told her that I just can't do anything about that. And that, I'll be fired if I do that. The husband's like, oh, okay. The husband was a bit more reasonable, a little bit. He's like, you know what, honey? Let's just go back to our table. And he kind of looks at Aaron and he's kind of like, sorry. Because he knows, like, okay, my wife's a little crazy sometimes, bro. But life happens, bro. That happens. So sure enough, Aaron is like, okay, this has to be the end of the Karen saga, right? Real quick, comment Karen if you made it this far into the video, if you're watching this on YouTube. I'm going to try and heart as many comments as possible. And also, please let me know what you're doing while watching these videos, because the best way to support these videos is just by sitting down and watching a bunch of them. But let me know if you're, watching these to help you go to sleep, if you're playing a video game in the background, or drawing something, or writing something up, or anything like that. I am genuinely curious to know what you're doing while watching or listening to these videos. Real quick, just so you know, these videos are all on Spotify, at least as of like a week ago. Since then, all the videos will be on Spotify for your listening convenience. And also, in most cases, they go up a couple hours earlier on Spotify. So make sure to follow on Spotify. It's the first link in the description. And please rate 5 stars if you do enjoy what you're listening to. It really does help out the channel. And also, you can submit stories to my Twitter or Instagram. They are both Connor Pugs. They're both in the description. But just for this week alone, since I'm trying to really focus on Twitter for a second, I'm only accepting requests on my Twitter account. After that, it'll be Twitter and Instagram. Anyways, let's just get back into it. Use code ConnorPugs for 10% off anything at Gamer Subs. Helps you out, helps me out, and you get a really good product. Let's just jump right back into it. So Aaron is convinced, okay, this is it for like the Karen, like this is it for Karen moments, right? I'm totally fine. Like she's going to leave today. And while my experience with the Karen hasn't been great so far, like it's not going to be, it can't be much worse. Like it simply cannot be much worse, right? That's impossible. But anyways, right, Aaron was unfortunately very wrong in this assessment because the Karen was not done Karening. So anyways, right, Aaron is once again put back outside. And I don't know if she's manning a ride, but for some reason, she happens to be outside overseeing something. And, more or less what happens, right, is she's standing outside and she sees the family. And the husband and son go away, maybe go to the bathroom or something. And the Karen is just waiting around. And there's like another Karen. That's the thing. There's a second Karen. Guys, this is not good. 2 Karens in one room, the whole universe has a chance of ripping in half. This is really bad. So anyways, the 2 Karens are looking at each other. And one goes, humph. And the other one's like, did you just humph at me? I can humph at you. And she's like, hello, ma'am. Like, what do you think that you're doing talking back to me? And the Karen, the original, I'm going to say Karen 1, Karen 2. Karen 1 is OG Karen, the one that Aaron's been dealing with. Karen 2 is the new one. So Karen 1's like, oh, good heavens, are you accusing me of something? And Karen 2's like, yeah, I'm accusing you of something. I'm accusing you of being a big butt jerk. And Karen 1's like, oh my, you're disrespecting my honor. You're disrespecting my family. And she goes, puh. spits on Karen 1. Or spits on Karen 2. Karen 2 is like, oh, oh, oh my God, look, this woman is hurting me. She spat on me. And Karen 1's like, that's what you get. That's what you get. And that's when Karen 2's like, spits back again. And that's when Karen 1, she's done with it. And Karen 1 goes a little bit too crazy. She grabs, this is kind of nuts, right? And a lot of people are watching this right now. She grabs like a folding okay, I don't know how to say this with a straight face. She grabs a folding chair and smacks Karen 2 over the head with it, and Karen 2 falls over, collapsed. And then at this point, Aaron's like, oh my God, is this WWE, bro? What? So Karen 1 is like, yeah, that's what you get. Because you can already tell that Karen 1, is kind of regretting the fact that she escalated it to the point that she knocked out Karen 2 with a folding chair. Like, bro, that's assault, dude. You're going to jail briefly. I hate to say it. Actually, I don't hate to say it. I relish in the fact that I can say it. But sure enough, right, people around them start surrounding them. And Karen 1's like, it was self-defense. Aaron pulls out her phone, calls 911, just very quietly in the corner. He's like, hey, I have 2 women fighting. One of them, like, hit the other with a chair and knocked them out. I need you to come. So sure enough, within like 5 minutes, like the police officers do arrive. And the Karen is like, this was self-defense. This was self-defense. And, they have like medics come over. Karen 2 is okay. She's not like dead or anything. It's fine, right? But sure enough, right, Karen 1's like, no, I was doing this in self-defense. I can do anything in self-defense. And so police officers come over and they're like, all right, ma'am, we got to hear what's happening over here. And Karen 1 was like, so I was minding my own business, and this other Karen took out a massive baton and started beating me with it. Bop, 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 bop. So I got a folding chair, and in my one last effort at self-defense, I threw it at her, hoping and praying that she would stop beating me with the baton. And it happened to hit her just perfectly that she knocked out, and I was saved. I could have lost my life there. And, Aaron is like, I hate this woman. I'm stepping up and setting the record straight, right? She steps up, and Aaron's like, officers, that's not what happened. And the Karen's like, she's been out for me since day one. Don't listen to her. And Aaron says, like, hey, can I have anyone who is watching this debacle come over and back me up? And, like, 10 people walk near Aaron. And Aaron turns around and says, hey, if I say anything that didn't happen, call me out. But otherwise, agree with what I'm saying if I'm telling the truth. Aaron goes on to say, so, this woman and this other woman, a.k.a. Karen 2, got in a bit of like a not a fighting match, but they got into a match of words. And that's when Karen 2 spat on Karen 1. And Karen 1 took a folding chair and beat Karen 2 over the head with it and knocked her out. Like, a total escalation, unnecessary, and assault. And Karen 1 is like, I can do anything. I can do anything I want. As a Karen, and she literally referred to herself as a Karen. She said, I can do literally anything I want. Okay, officers, arrest me. Do it. I dare you. The officers look at each other and they're like, okay. She's like, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. No, you can't arrest me. The laws don't apply to me. And Aaron's like, what does that mean, ma'am? She's like, the laws don't apply to me, obviously. You guys know that, points the officers, and they're like, the laws apply to everyone, ma'am. And she's like, yeah, everyone but me, right? And they're like, ma'am, I'm sorry, no, that's just not how it's going. She's like, no. I am so, I'm positive. No, I'm not. Guys, this joke was hilarious. 10 out of 10 on the joke. You guys are jokesters. This is so funny. And they're like, ma'am, this is not funny. Like, we're dead serious. We're gonna have to take you in at least. Like, you at least at a minimum can't be here anymore. And she said, my family paid good money to be here. We just want to have a good time. And they're like, well, you can't beat someone over the head with a folding chair to knock them out. You just can't do that, ma'am. She's like, but I can do anything I want. What? And the officers are like, all right, this, yeah, okay. And they're like, all right, we're going to call for some backup. So the officers are like, all right, man, we're going to have to ask you to, come with us just in case when this woman comes back up, she wants to file charges. She definitely has the right to. We're going to need your, like, I don't know, your ID/license. We just got to file this down. And most importantly, we got to take you out of here just so you don't harm any other guests or do anything like that. And she says, "What? No, you don't understand. No, I can break any laws that I want. What? No." And the police officer's like, all right. So they start to, like, very slowly kind of, like, push her out of there. And she says, "Oh, no, you guys are harming me. You're hurting me. No, somebody help. And she's, like, pulled out. So, like, 2 minutes later, there's still one officer there talking to people, figuring out what's going on, talking to Aaron. And that's when the husband and son come over. And this is kind of a tough moment because the son doesn't want to hear this, but, like, Aaron's like, "Hey, that's the father. Like, please talk to him. I'll, like, entertain the son or something." So Aaron goes over and entertains the son, and the police officer talks to the husband, and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I'll do whatever you need, officers. Like, I love my wife, but she can be very emotional sometimes. She has a lot of character, a lot of personality," which, like, Aaron was like, "Okay, I don't think I describe a lot of personality as beating someone over the head with a chair, but I guess agree to disagree here, bro." So anyways, right, they eventually all leave, and the day is done for Aaron. And Aaron's still a teenager, so she goes back home because she works this over the summer, and her mom's like, "Hey, how was your day at work?" Aaron normally says, "Good," and then just goes back to doing what she's doing, but she's like, "Good? Wait, no, wait, Mom, I actually have a story for you today."